Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Studio Light, I have a really beautiful collection. These are cherished memories, and they're sympathy themed, gorgeous papers, and also die cut images. Together, guys, they make cards just like this one, the really serene scene, beautiful sepia, absolutely gorgeous. And this is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. So before we take a look at the paper pad, we all know sympathy cards are absolutely necessary. It's just so sad to be, in a position where you have to make a sympathy card. And if you've been in that position where you want to make something handmade and heartfelt to send to family or friends, sometimes you lack the words and you're not sure what to do. So this is what this collection is about. So not only do we have this beautiful 8x8 paper pad and this beautiful collection of die cut images, which I will also show you, but we're pairing them with our Sympathy Dazzle stickers, which come in all of these colors and are just helpful. So try to think of this as a necessary, helpful thing. And you can make something really beautiful from them as well. So lots of beautiful sepia tones, and you're getting 3 each of these, okay? The roses are absolutely gorgeous. And I tend to think of this collection as a little bit more masculine. You could add the roses, or you could just use what's below the roses, whatever you like on that one. So this one has this beautiful scene in this top corner. You've got this beautiful like river with the roses. It's in the leaves. It's absolutely beautiful. And then this one, you've got this beautiful tree and the leaves cascading down. And there's actually swirls and things right here. We go another river scene with the boat, and you've got some foliage here. And then up top, you've got another, like there's some script reading on here and some swirls, but it's very well done. It's not ostentatious or anything like that. It's a beautiful like brown, deep brown with this like swirl. This is a gorgeous scene. We've got a little postmark here, a little script, beautiful border. This scene is absolutely gorgeous. Another sepia. This border is gorgeous. This hillside with flowers on it. The sky is beautiful. I think the sepias are absolutely gorgeous. This one's got some of those little flourishes at the top, and a very like, what do I want to say? It's like a scaled back image, kind of almost a screen over the top of it. It's another like a hillside scene. And then these are solid cardstocks, which are really nice to have. Everything's here that you need. Browns, darker brown. There we go. You get 3 each of all of those. So now let's take a look at these beautiful die cuts. You're getting 300 of these. You don't need scissors. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. So pause these to read the little sentiments, but also got these gorgeous foliage pieces. I took my little scissors and I did cut down a lot of the white edge, and then I also inked the edges of these a lot with cocoa bean, and I'll be showing you that. You may like the white edges and just want to leave them. Oops, go. Here's 2 each of these. Okay, pause to read. These floral sprays are gorgeous. And then you've got these really great little scenes. Looks like little windows. Okay, beautiful. Lots of leaves in here as well. Gorgeous scene here. Pause to read. Okay, also more beautiful scenes. Gorgeous flowers. Beautiful. These make really nice places to add the little Sympathy Dazzle stickers. And don't forget, you can add these Dazzle stickers like right over the image, sort of at the bottom edge or at the top edge. Okay, pause to read this one. It has a lot of sentiments on here. Okay, and that's the last. All right, so let's get through to this card. Is a slim line, and it's a tent fold card. Okay, so this one measures, I think it's 8 1/4 inches, yes, by like 3 3/4 of an inch. And on this one, I cut down, first of all, I ink the edges with a little bit of charcoal ink and my applicator tool, and then cut down some dark brown cardstock slightly smaller, and then cut the bottom edge of this beautiful paper down. So I just cut it to this size, so you're going to have a nice border around it, and then added some, let's see if I got the right color here. Yes, black or brown jewel border dazzles. I cannot tell. I think it's black. And there they are, just adding a nice little bit of shimmer, and it gives, kind of breaks up the brown around the edge, adding at the top and the bottom some little brown jewel dazzle stickers right here. So you can see here there are 2 leaves from the punch outs, and then I just took my little applicator tool and some of the brown ink, and I just went right over the edges right there. Also inked the edges of this one and foam taped that. So these are glued, this is foam taped. And then added with loving thoughts, and then we've got these beautiful little gold bird dazzle stickers, and just added those in groups of 3. Some are going this way and some are going this way. So this is our giveaway card for this episode. So how this works is we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you wouldn't mind hopping over to YouTube and subscribing to my Paper Wishes on YouTube, and then giving that a thumbs up, and then let's see what else. Yeah, leave a comment, and then in about a week we're going to come back and we're going to pick one lucky winner and say congratulations, YouTube username, and that's how we identify the winner, and then give you instructions on how to claim your card. It's a great idea if you hit the notification bell in the top right hand corner, and that way you know when we're reaching out to you and letting you know we have new videos dropping as well. And then also the information is in print at the end of this video, so you can always pause that and read it to participate, and we hope that you do, because we love giving away cards 3 days a week. All right, next card, you guys, is this one where I did a gatefold card. There you go. So once again, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. I took the card and I folded the outside edges to the center. Okay, so there's the center fold on the back. And then I took this paper right here and I cut this one. So now you have a 2.5 inch wide by 6.5 inch wide panel. And I cut this side of the paper down just a little bit smaller, and then closed this, and then took what was over to the right of that and did the same. Okay, and then inked the edges of the whole thing just very lightly with charcoal ink, and then took 2 of those cutouts, inked the edges of those as well, and I foam taped one on this side and one on this side so that they just sort of overlapped like this. And then on the inside here, I had this whole center section of paper left, and then you can just glue that right down the center, and or any of the other pieces as well. Added some black jewel border dazzle stickers here, and then some of the silver little birds are so sweet. And then inked the edges of these, and so I glued this one, foam taped this one, added one of those sympathy dazzle stickers, and then on the front we've got those border dazzle stickers at the top and at the bottom. And then here I glued these little leaves after inking the edges of those, foam taped the little greeting, added some more of those little bird dazzle stickers, and then here I added some jute twine, and I just took 2 lengths of it and then folded it into a little, oh, that's not true. I actually took 2 lengths of it and I just made a little loopy bow, and then where you just tie the center, and then I just glued that right there. That's why it's so full looking. So that's how that one went. Really easy to put together. All right, so for this one, wanted to do something a little bit differently. So I used 2 cards. I've got a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and I've also got a 5 by 5. So for this one, I actually measured and took away 2.5 inches from the front flap. So now you have just a 2.5 inch flap right here on your card. And then these are the papers I used for this card. So for this one, I used this paper, but I actually turned it upside down. Okay, so I know the sky is upside down, but I don't think it reads that way here. So I actually put it right here because there's more roses coming out this way so that they cascaded down. Okay, and then on the inside right here, I took some of the brown swirl paper, and we're cutting these just a little bit smaller than the 2.5 by 6.5 inch panels. And I glued that right there, and then took some, this is just solid brown cardstock, and I just used strips of it because this is going to get glued in and cover that up. But before we do that, here's a couple more of those die cut images, inking the edges of those, just toning down that white, and then glued that here and here, foam taped this, and then added some little jewel dazzle stickers in copper. Okay, which I think picks up that sepia so nicely. Now on the 5x5 card, put the fold over here on the right, all right? So it's gonna open like this. And then I took what I had left of this paper right here, and I cut that down and glued that there. But I also used one of the lighter brown cardstocks as a mat. And then on this side, we have all of this paper on this side left to use. And use some copper dazzle stickers, border dazzles at the top and at the bottom. Little loving thoughts there from our sympathy dazzles. Inked the edges of this and foam taped it. And then here, took the rose, inked those edges, and then glued, foam taped, added a little dazzle sticker, and then took some more of these dazzle stickers and just put them at those corners. And then added some more of the coordinating copper jewel dazzle stickers. And then on the front, I used this one right here with this beautiful scene right there, cut that down, and then also matted that with the brown. Took one of those beautiful floral sprays, and after punching that out, inked that as well. And then inked the edges of this, foam taped it, and added some of those jewels. So now, we're going to take this and put glue here and put this in the inside of the card. You could use glue, you could use extra sticky tape, whatever you like. I'm going to use a little glue press here. I like using this when we are filming, especially because it doesn't clog. It's great. And I'll list all of these supplies, of course, down below the video in the description box because, like the glue press, all of these items are available at Paper Wishes. There we go. And then I just take this and I just put the little, you have to thread the little needle that's in there and put that back on. That keeps it from clogging. All right, so now we're going to take this and we're going to put this right there. See how that's going to cover up that little gap right there? And then we're just going to do this, make sure everything is aligned. Just like this. I think I want to move it down a little bit. Got a little too much glue there. Okay. Make sure everything is aligned so that way your card's going to open like this and like this. And there's something really beautiful there. You can put a little signature here or here. Avoid this area for signing because then it would show here. Okay. Go. Last card. I wanted to do something that wasn't sympathy, but you can take the thinking of you and turn this into sort of a masculine birthday card. So for this one, you guys, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and I used this one right here. I used the top edge to make, well, first of all, I cut my brown cardstock down just smaller than the 5 by 6.5 inches, and then cut this paper down, but you only need to cut it just to about there, because then I took this part down here and I made a pocket so that it overlapped what was on the top. Added a little jewel dazzle sticker there. I used brown jewel dazzles on this one. quarter dazzles rather. There we go, right there. And then took one of those blank labels and then foam taped just at the top. Okay, and we have our giant wheel of foam tape, 150 feet or 50 yards of foam tape. It's a 1/2 inch wide, it's continuous length. Debbie and I love that. We just put a little piece of foam tape right up at the top only. Okay, and then you could put on the back of that one of those little roses, little blessing. And then that just slides right into the top of the pocket, just like that. Little brown ribbon from our 1/8 inch brown ribbon collection. And then I used tiny words and phrases dazzle stickers right here just to add a little happy birthday. So you can see you can do other things with this collection if you're using the thinking of you or adding your own sentiments. So you guys, thanks for joining me today. I think that you can all agree that it's a sad day that we need to have sympathy cards, but we're trying to make it a little easier for you, to give you the supplies that you need to make things like this in a difficult time. And you could also use them in other ways, which is really nice. So we have a money saver on this collection. It's right there on the right-hand side. And then also down below our video on Paper Wishes webisodes, you have full color photos of the cards. And if you click on each one, then it'll give you very detailed supply lists. Otherwise, all the supplies are sort of grouped together down below the video. Definitely take advantage of that money saver. It's a great deal. And then if you're watching us on YouTube, we could ask that you just look below the video in the description box, and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. And while you're there, it would be great if you would subscribe. We're a small company, and it really helps push our videos out to new viewers and helps our company. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you in the next one.